And if he went to Congress and said, you know what, there's this crime emergency, we need the National Guard out there longer, we need to take over Washington, D.C., would you grant it?
No way.
All right. That was Chuck Schumer in a clip with political journalist Aaron Parnas. So classy, right? Well, let's bring in now the senator of Tennessee, Marsha Blackburn, who's also running to be the next governor of Tennessee. If she wins, she'd be the first woman to lead the volunteer state, which would be such a cool thing. Senator Blackburn, pleasure to have you with us today. We're going to talk about your run, but boy, Chuck Schumer, you know, the expletives, the booing now of leftists in the streets to the people there trying to secure it, the National Guard. I think it's just so disgraceful, the way they're coming at this measure for law and order. What's your feel on all of this happening in D.C.?
You are exactly right. It is disgraceful and it's disrespectful. These are people who volunteer to protect us. They show up. They do their job. Everyone knows D.C. has a violent crime problem, and they are there to help make the city safe. So the way the Democrats are all about defund, disrespect, disregard law enforcement and our nation's military, people have had it. And this is one of the things that they went to the polls for last November, and why they elected President Trump. Respect law and order, abide by the law, enforce the law, and make certain that we are funding law enforcement and rebuilding our military.
You know, you want to be the next governor of Tennessee, and it is about serving people as you've been serving in the Senate. You know, you talked about a little bit about, you know, it is about protecting people. And last year, this has been building in D.C. Businesses, groups with offices wrote Mayor Bowser, and they were talking about the violence. Senator, they said that innocent people in neighborhoods across the city have been targeted in robberies, carjackings. They go on to say seemingly random acts of violence. This is an economic angle to all of this, too. When you have law and order that is no longer existing, businesses will close, people will be afraid to go in shops, and basic life necessities all unravel under these leftist-ruled cities and sanctuary states.
You're right. And I support what Governor Lee is doing in activating the National Guard and using them, allowing them to go in and help with deportations of these illegal aliens. This is a thing. The Democrats have worked hard to make illegal legal. And what they don't get is illegal is illegal.
Full stop.
And people want to see the rule of law enforced. And our governor should be credited. I will tell you this, as governor of the great state of Tennessee, if we need to activate the National Guard to get the job done, we will activate the National Guard to get the job done.
Well, that is incredible, too, because we have people coming up against ICE. This is Illinois Congresswoman Delia Ramirez. This is what she says in front of a full convention here, because they're doubling down on the attacks. A congresswoman here from the state of Illinois. Let's play this clip and get your reaction on the flip.
Well, Tom Homan, let me tell you, all over the country, we will continue to stand up for our rights, and we will continue to call out the terrorist organization that is ICE.
ICE is the terrorist organization. That rhetoric is so frightening, Senator.
It is indeed. And whether they're trying to equate ICE with Antifa or they're trying to call it a terrorist group, what we do know is ICE is there to do their job. They are doing it under tremendous pressure. The attacks on ICE agents are up about 1,000%. Think about that. And it's why I have legislation that would make it a federal felony in order when somebody doxes ICE and reveals their identity and puts them in harm's way and puts their families in harm's way.